News 18 exclusive, in fact, the Enforcement Directorate has now taken note of CNN News 18's expose on Chinese loan apps. The ED has filed a charge sheet against Chinese loan apps. The ED in its charge sheet says the borrowers were harassed and even abused at times. The ED has found Chinese loan apps were charging up to 2,300% interest on loan amounts. The names of Indian companies having NBFC licenses were misused by Chinese apps. The phones of some of these borrowers were hacked, as during the application of loan, the borrower had given access to contacts and therefore they were using some of these contacts as well. Subsequently, on default messages, words like chore were being circulated to friends and relatives of the defaulter. Loan apps including My Bank, Money Box, Loangram, Coco Cash, Panda Rupee, Cashpot, Need Rupee, etc. have all been identified as part of this sinister campaign and design. These apps are directly installed, they are accessed, used and monitored from cloud-based servers in China. In fact, local Indian companies do not have any control over these apps. Even users, even without them giving permission to these apps have the ability and the access to using your data. On non-payment, Chinese loan apps were threatening women of sexual assault, portraying women as of bad character in adult websites. 100 to 200 telecallers were operating just to harass many of these defaulters. First phone calls were made on the 6th or 7th day once the loan was issued, and they had to repay the amount, or at least the interest amount, within 20 to 25 minutes. Further messages to block Aadhaar and PAN were also sent on WhatsApp or through calls. And after some time, in fact, they went ahead and started calling friends and relatives of these borrowers and started using abusive language. WhatsApp groups were made by using contact lists, and abusive messages were sent. Specifically targeted women contact stores are inside the phone. Abusive and obscene messages were also sent to women defaulters. It also created fake legal notices and broadcast them to the contact list of the borrower. It was CNN News 18 which first exposed this Chinese loan app scam. It now tells you the kind of trap that has been set step by step. Stage 1 is the setup. There is a fake company that is created, the fake Chinese fintech company. It is linked to a loan app that's been downloaded on the phone of the end user. He uploads, or he or she uploads, their email as well as other contacts, and those, of course, are traced to China, Hong Kong, and Macau. Stage 2 is the marketing of the app. It's advertised very well on social media, emails, TV channels. What the ad basically says is, you can get a loan in just one click. Interest is just 400 rupees per week. The target audience was victims, it was small businesses, particularly those who were hit by the COVID lockdown. Stage 3 was when the loan was released. The victim approaches the loan app and the loan app communicates with the payment gateway. The information and profile of the victim is taken. The loan is disbursed from a fake fintech company. Stage 4, and this is where it gets absolutely gruesome. The recovery stage. Data that is on the victim's phone is harvested. Call center units are deployed to harass and target these defaulting folks. Indian callers are victim shamed. Amongst them, the pics of the victim are morphed and distributed among his or her contacts as well. Meanwhile, that's not